Now let us discuss the chapter integers. Now what are the numbers which we use to count the objects? So naturally we use 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So these are the numbers we use to count the things. So these numbers are called as natural numbers denoted by n. So the natural numbers start from 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Then what is the smallest natural number? So obviously it is 1. So 1 is the smallest natural number. So the smallest natural number is 1. Then what is the greatest natural number? So there is no greatest natural number because the natural numbers start from 1 up to infinity, so there is no largest natural number. Now what is the difference between each two consecutive natural numbers? So that is 1. The difference between 1 and 2 is 1. The difference between 2 and 3 is 1. The difference between 3 and 4 is also 1. So 1 is the difference between any two consecutive natural numbers, and there is no largest natural number. If you include 0 to the set of natural numbers, if 0 is also included in the natural numbers, so then we get the another collection of numbers that is called whole numbers denoted by W. So this equals to all the natural numbers together with 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So these numbers are called whole numbers. Whole numbers means natural numbers together with 0. Here, what is the smallest whole number? That is 0. So we can write 0 is the smallest whole number. And what is the largest whole number? So here also we cannot find any largest whole number. So there is no largest whole number. Now if negative numbers are included in the whole numbers, so negative numbers like -1, -2, -3 and so on, if the negative numbers are also included in the set of whole numbers, then we get bigger collection of numbers called integers. Now the set of integers denoted by Z, so this equals to -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So here the negative numbers up to infinity and also the positive numbers up to infinity. So we cannot find the smallest integer and we cannot find the greatest integer. So there is no smallest integer, there is no largest integer. And here also we can find the difference of any two consecutive integers is 1. Now here the difference of any two consecutive integers, difference between 2 and 3 means 3 minus 2 is 1. Difference between 1 and 0 is also 1. So the difference between any two consecutive integers is always 1. And there is no smallest integer, there is no largest integer. Next, what is the integer neither positive nor negative? So that is 0. So 0 is the integer neither positive nor negative. Now if you represent the integers on the number line, so on the number line, so in the middle we take 0 and right side to 0 we take positive integers with equal intervals. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and so on. this arrow mark represents that this number line can be extended indefinitely. So in the sense, so we can write infinite positive numbers right side to 0, and even left side to 0 we can write infinite negative numbers, so negative integers. So we can write -1, -2, -1, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, and so on. So here also this arrow mark represents that this number line can be extended indefinitely. So even we can write the negative numbers also infinitely left side to 0. So here 0 is the integer neither positive nor negative. Now we cannot find any smallest integer and we cannot find any largest integer. So there is no smallest integer there is no largest integer. Now we are already familiar with integers in your previous class, but in this class we will also learn the operations on integers and we will also learn the properties of integers in detail. Now we have discussed what are the natural numbers, what are the whole numbers, and also the integers, and we have represented integers on the number line. Now we will solve few problems. Now write the integers between the pairs of integers given below. Also choose the biggest and the smallest integers from them. So here in the first question, the two integers are given -5 and -10. We have to find out the integers between the two integers -5 and -10. So if you represent these two integers on the number line 0, so here we can write -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, -9, -10. Now between the two integers -5 and -10, so what are the integers are there? So the integers between -5 and -10 are -6, -7, -8, -9. So we can write that the integers between -5 and -10 are -6, -7, -8 and -9. Now among all these integers, which is the biggest and which is the smallest? So if an integer lies right side to another integer, then whatever the integer lies right, that is larger than the integer lies left. So in these -6, -7, -8, -9. So here -6 lies right side to the integer -9. So here -6 is the biggest and -9 is the smallest. So the biggest integer is among them is -6. The smallest integer among them is -9. And here all the positive integers are greater than the negative integers, and all the positive integers are greater than 0, and all the negative integers are less than 0, and also all the negative integers are less than the positive integers. Now the next question, 3 comma -2. So what are the integers that lie between a positive integer 3 and a negative integer -2? So here also let us draw the number line to find the integers between 3 and -2. So right side to 0 we can take the positive, we should take the positive integers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. So left side to 0 we take the negative integers as -1, -2, -3. Now the given integers are 3 and -2. Now what are the integers between the two integers 3 and -2? So the integers between these two are 2, 1, 0, -1. So these are the integers between 3 and -2. So the integers between 3 and -2 are -1, 0, 1, 2. Now what is the biggest integer from them? So from them the biggest integer is 2 and the smallest integer is -1. So among all these -1, 0, 1 and 2, the biggest integer is 2 and the smallest integer is -1, because here the integer 2 lies right side to the integer -1. So in all these numbers, in all these integers, 2 is the biggest one and -1 is the smallest one. So we can write the biggest integer from them is 2 and the smallest integer from them is -1.